This is a video on all that I know, all that I'm aware of, and the laws of the universe, all that we are, uh, in a sense, each other, and separating from the collective of the different collectives you can get on them and get communication from them. So I was told that I wouldn't know too much I shouldn't talk about. So what I do talk about, most of what I know I can talk about, but there's a little bit I can't. But I don't know a whole lot that I can't talk about. So I'll share what I can. The Zeta Reticuli are not happy, I don't think, with humans, and they because humans are very much, well, because we're competitive, and competing is a large part of our problem. Keeping the majority of people out of the loop, and so there's a lot of hardships. The I believe the Zeta are on the backside of the moon, and I have feelings. Maybe I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't think we're allowed to go to the moon. That's what we're. The moon is off limits, but it's because of they don't like humans that much, and at least that's what I think. So that's my opinion. And you can get messages from them telepathically, and I can share a story about once when I got messages from them once, years back. I was in a vehicle at that time, and they had told me that they were on the moon, so they were nearby. And so evidently they've got a star system. It's a duo two star system up. I don't know where it is, but it's far away where they're from. It's where they're actually from is far away from where we are. But I think they have a base on the moon, and they watch the humans, basically. But I don't want to talk too much about it. Just tell you that I think that they don't want us. They probably don't want me talking much about it. I'm going to respect that. So I'll talk about some other things that are interesting, and whatever I can, whatever comes out. But it's just I'm cautioned. They told me long ago that there was a war between gods and goddesses, and or some kind of battle between deities, and the deities were killed, or the gods and goddesses they killed each other off. They were at war, and they took genetics or genes from both the gods and the goddesses, or whoever they were, the divine feminine, the divine masculine at the top. They took their genes and they made genetic laws that that conform to a set of rules. So conception, you can't conceive without a couple sets of rules. One is coupling of two strands of DNA have to couple together and become one, and then they have to share information. They have exactly half the information to create the fetus, and so they have to do what's called a DNA sequencing, line for line, and sharing information. So because each one has half the information to to make the actual fetus during fetal development, it's a crucial time for sharing information and coupling. The coupling has to take place for the what's called protein synthesis to start, and protein synthesis starts from the coupling. It's allowing it, and then they do DNA sequencing, which is line for line sharing of instruction to actually create the fetus. So the fetus is created during an exact time period where it's crucial. If they don't share line for line the the actual instructions back and forth, then the fetus doesn't get developed properly. So it has what's called genetic disorder. A genetic disorder can develop in a fetus because of the lack of cooperation between the two strands after they couple. So the crucial time for coupling takes place, and then the DNA sequencing for the sharing of information to create the fetus, and then the fetus gets created through the protein synthesis, and then the fetus is created. If it's created healthy, then it's actually a baby that's whole. It starts from the two strands of DNA, and it goes forward. That's what I know about that. So we're our life, who we are as a people, is dependent on our ability to get along with each other and cooperate. And it starts at our DNA level. And that's about all I know about that. Let's see. No, that's about it. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.